famous member, the one that defines the legend, the red-bellied piranha. It is this species, with its bulldog-like jaw and namesake crimson belly, that is the star of so many terrifying tales. Their teeth are a marvel of biological engineering, interlocking, razor-sharp and replaceable, ensuring they always have a perfect cutting edge. An individual piranha's bite is powerful, but their true strength lies in their numbers and their communication. When a shoal of red bellies locates a food source, particularly in the confined waters of the dry season, a frenzy can be triggered by sound and motion. They are not mindless killers. It is a calculated response to opportunity. They will take turns making swift, surgical bites, darting in and out to remove flesh with terrifying efficiency. While attacks on humans are rare and usually result in minor nips, the potential for a serious incident is always there, cementing their status as one of the Amazon's most iconic and feared residents. Emerging from burrows in the earth or from beneath the bark of trees, another of the Amazon's famous arachnids makes its presence known, the tarantula. There are many species here, some growing to really impressive sizes. These large, hairy spiders are nocturnal predators, relying on ambush and potent venom to subdue their prey of insects, lizards, and even small rodents. They don't spin webs to catch food, but instead lie in wait near the entrance of their silk-lined burrows. While their appearance can be, pretty intimidating, most Amazonian tarantulas are not lethally dangerous to humans. A bite, though, can be extremely painful, comparable to a wasp sting, and can cause localized swelling and muscle cramps. A more common defense mechanism is the cloud of urticating hairs on their abdomen. When threatened, they can flick these tiny barbed hairs at an aggressor. These hairs can embed in the skin and eyes, causing intense irritation and itching. The tarantula is a classic jungle predator, a creature of the night that really commands a cautious respect. We now turn to a creature whose danger is not in its size or venom, but in its insidious and honestly horrifying behavior. This is the candiru, a tiny translucent catfish that lives in the Amazon River. It's a parasite, normally feeding on the blood of larger fish. It detects the ammonia released from the gills of a fish, swims inside, and erects a spine to lodge itself in place. Then it uses its needle-like teeth to create a wound and feeds on the blood. This in itself is, unsettling, but its reputation comes from a far more terrifying possibility. Local law and a few documented cases tell of the candiru mistaking the ammonia in human urine for that of a fish's gills. The terrifying legend is that the fish can swim up the urethra of someone urinating in the river. Once inside, its backward-pointing spines make removal incredibly difficult and agonizingly painful, often requiring surgery. While such incidents are exceptionally rare, the very possibility has made the candiru one of the most feared creatures in the entire Amazon, a tiny parasite that inspires a primal, invasive horror. In the stagnant pools and swamps of the rainforest, another blood feeder lurks. This is the Amazonian giant leech, a truly monstrous annelid that can reach lengths of up to 45 centimeters. Unlike its smaller cousins, this giant has formidable jaws armed with large teeth, capable of inflicting a significant bite. It's an aquatic predator, feeding on the blood of amphibians, reptiles, and mammals that enter its domain. Its size alone really sets it apart from any other leech in the world. It attaches to its host with powerful suckers at both ends of its body. The bite is made, and just like the vampire bat, its saliva contains both an anesthetic, to numb the wound, and an anticoagulant, to keep the blood flowing freely. A single leech can consume many times its own body weight in blood in just one feeding. While not typically life-threatening to humans, an encounter with this giant bloodsucker is a deeply unpleasant and alarming experience, and the wound it leaves can be prone to infection in the humid jungle environment. The danger of the Suriname toad isn't in its bite or venom, but honestly, in its utterly bizarre biology and the toxins it carries. This incredibly flat, leaf-like amphibian is just a master of camouflage, disappearing completely on the muddy bottom of slow-moving streams. Its most famous feature is its, grotesque and unique reproductive method. After mating, the male presses the fertilized eggs onto the female's back, where her skin actually grows up and around them, creating individual pockets. The young develop entirely within her back, emerging weeks later as fully formed miniature toads that burst through her skin. While it doesn't have any venom to inject, the skin of the Suriname toad is highly toxic if ingested. This is a passive defense designed to make it an unpalatable meal for the many predators of the Amazon. Any animal that tries to eat it will likely get a mouthful of poison and quickly learn to leave these strange-looking creatures alone. The Suriname toad is just a perfect example of how survival in the Amazon can take truly alien and unexpected forms. A rustling sound sweeps through the forest floor, and honestly, it's a sound that makes all small creatures flee in terror. It is the advance of an army ant colony. These aren't ants that build permanent nests. They're nomadic, forming a living, moving city of up to 1 million individuals. When they march, they form a vast swarm, a living carpet that consumes everything in its path. They're not picky eaters. Insects, spiders, scorpions, lizards, and even small birds or snakes that can't escape are overwhelmed. The soldiers of the colony are equipped with powerful, sickle-shaped mandibles. They don't have a venomous sting, but they attack in overwhelming numbers, climbing over their prey and delivering thousands of bites. Their sheer collective force can strip a tethered animal to the bone in just a matter of hours. For a human, the danger isn't being eaten alive, but the agonizing experience of being swarmed by thousands of biting ants. They are a force of nature, a superorganism that acts as the jungle's great reset button, clearing the forest floor with just ruthless efficiency. Deep in the primary rainforest, away from human disturbance, lives the longest venomous snake in the Western Hemisphere, the Bushmaster. It is a legendary creature, surrounded by folklore and, well, for good reason. Reaching lengths of over 3.5 meters, it's a truly immense pit viper. Its scales are heavily keeled, giving it a rough, almost primeval appearance, and its tail ends in a spine-like scale which it vibrates when threatened, creating a sound in the leaf litter. It is the lord of the neotropical forest snakes. The Bushmaster possesses incredibly long fangs and produces a massive quantity of potent venom. A single bite can deliver a huge life-threatening dose. The venom is a complex hemotoxin that causes severe pain, swelling, and tissue destruction. Fortunately, the Bushmaster is a shy, reclusive snake that prefers the deep forest and is rarely encountered by humans. It is a true wilderness species, a magnificent and formidable serpent that demands the utmost respect and distance. In burrows under the forest floor lives the heavyweight champion of the spider world, the Goliath bird-eater. By mass, it is the largest spider on Earth, with a leg span that can reach up to 30 centimeters, the size of a dinner plate. Its name is a bit of a misnomer, since it rarely eats birds, preying instead on large insects, worms, frogs, and, every so often, the occasional rodent. It is a nocturnal ambush predator, waiting for vibrations to signal the approach of a meal. Despite its terrifying size and name, its venom is not considered medically significant to humans, really just comparable to a wasp sting. However, a bite from its massive fangs, which can be over 2 centimeters long, would be mechanically painful. Its primary defense is the cloud of urticating hairs it can flick from its abdomen, which are severely irritating to skin and mucous membranes. It can also produce a hissing sound by rubbing bristles on its legs together, a process called stridulation. The Goliath bird-eater's danger lies more in its intimidating presence than its venom, a true giant of the invertebrate world. Scuttling through the leaf litter, under rocks and beneath the bark of fallen trees is another classic symbol of danger, the scorpion. The Amazon is home to numerous species, many of which can deliver a painful sting. These ancient arachnids are nocturnal hunters, using their large pincers or pedipalps to grasp their prey, while the curved, segmented tail is brought over their body to deliver a venomous sting from the telson at its tip. They are perfectly designed predators of the dark. While most Amazonian scorpion stings are merely painful, causing localized swelling and a burning sensation, there is one genus to be particularly wary of: Titius. Some species within this group, such as the Brazilian yellow scorpion, possess a potent neurotoxic venom that can be dangerous, especially to children, the elderly, or those with allergies. A sting from one of these can cause systemic effects, including fever, vomiting, and in severe cases, respiratory or cardiac complications. The scorpion is a common and ever-present reminder to watch where you step and place your hands in the jungle. A flash of brilliant red, yellow, and black rings on the forest floor signals the presence of a coral snake. These snakes are famous for their vibrant coloration, a form of aposematism or warning coloration that advertises their deadly nature. There's a well-known rhyme to distinguish them from harmless mimics: red on yellow kills a fellow, which holds true for many species in the region. They are reclusive, often burrowing, and generally not aggressive. However, they should never be underestimated. The coral snake possesses one of the most potent neurotoxins of any snake in the Americas. The venom attacks the nervous system, leading to paralysis. Unlike vipers, they have small, fixed fangs and must chew on their victim to deliver the venom effectively. A bite may initially show few symptoms, but within hours, paralysis can set in, leading to respiratory failure. Their beauty is a facade for a truly deadly secret, a reminder that the most colorful packages can hide the most dangerous contents. On the leaves and stems of plants, a cunning and patient hunter waits. It is the assassin bug. There are thousands of species, and wow, many have developed some truly gruesome hunting techniques. Some even cover themselves in the carcasses of their previous victims as a form of camouflage. Their defining feature is a sharp, curved proboscis or beak, which they use to pierce their prey. Once pierced, they inject a powerful toxic saliva that liquefies the victim's insides from within. They then suck out the resulting slurry. While most prey on other insects, some species, known as kissing bugs, have adapted to feed on the blood of vertebrates, including humans. They're attracted to the carbon dioxide we exhale and, well, often bite sleeping victims on the face near the lips. The bite itself is not the main danger. The true threat is that these bugs can transmit a parasite that causes Chagas disease, a serious and sometimes fatal illness. The assassin bug is a small but insidious threat, a silent killer in the night. Stretched between trees, sometimes spanning several meters, is a web that glimmers gold in the sunlight. This is the creation of the golden silk orb weaver, a large and impressive spider. The female is the architect, a giant compared to her tiny male counterpart. Her web is a masterpiece of engineering. The silk is incredibly strong, stronger pound for pound than steel, and has a unique golden hue that helps camouflage it in dappled sunlight and attract prey. The spider herself is large with long tufted legs. While her venom is potent enough to paralyze insects and even small birds that blunder into her web, it is not considered dangerous to humans. A bite would be painful, but typically results in only localized redness and swelling. The main danger of this spider is the sheer startling experience of walking face first into its enormous, incredibly strong and sticky web in the middle of the jungle. It is a testament to the fact that even non-lethal creatures in the Amazon can be formidable. Draped gracefully over a branch, perfectly matching the greens and browns of the foliage, another ambush predator waits, the Amazonian tree boa. This slender but powerful constrictor spends most of its life in the trees, using its prehensile tail to anchor itself while it surveys the world below. Their color patterns are incredibly variable, providing excellent camouflage against the bark and leaves of their chosen perch. They are nocturnal hunters, using heat-sensing pits along their lips to detect the warmth of their prey in the dark. From their elevated position, they watch for passing mammals, birds, and lizards. When a target comes within range, the boa strikes downwards with incredible speed, seizing the prey in its jaws. It then quickly wraps its muscular coils around the victim, constricting it until its heart stops. While not large enough to be a significant threat to an adult human, they are known to be aggressive if disturbed, and a bite from their backward curving teeth can be painful and cause deep lacerations. They are a constant, often unseen presence in the canopy. We have met the giant otter before, but its danger really warrants a second look, this time focusing on its sheer territorial aggression. These are not solitary creatures, they are deeply social, and their family group, or holt, is the center of their world. They mark their territory with communal latrines and patrol it vigilantly. Any intruder, whether it be a competing otter family, a caiman, or even a jaguar, will be met with a ferocious and coordinated defense. This is what truly earns them the name river wolves. When a threat is perceived, the entire family will mobilize. They will surround the intruder, swimming rapidly, barking, snorting, and screaming. they will dive and surface, creating chaos and confusion. While they may not always attack directly, their display is incredibly intimidating, designed to drive the threat away. For a human in a canoe who strays too close to their den site, this behavior can be terrifying. It is a powerful display of family loyalty and courage, a reminder that in the Amazon, even the most seemingly playful creatures will fight to the death to protect their own. In the calm, vegetation-choked waters of the Amazon and its tributaries, lives a creature of immense size and gentle disposition, the Amazonian manatee. This is the smallest of the manatee species, but it is still a large, slow-moving mammal, a herbivore that spends its days grazing on aquatic plants. It poses absolutely no threat to humans. Its only defense is to swim away, and its trusting nature has, tragically, been its downfall. So why is it on a list of dangerous creatures? Because its danger is not what it does, but what is done to it. The Amazonian manatee is one of the most endangered mammals in the rainforest. It has been hunted for centuries for its meat and hide, and now faces threats from habitat loss, pollution, and collisions with motorboats. Its inclusion here is a poignant reminder that the most dangerous creature in the Amazon is often us. The peril this gentle giant faces highlights the fragile nature of this ecosystem and our profound responsibility to protect its wonders, both the fearsome and the defenseless. Our final creature is a formidable reptile that patrols the forest edges and more open areas, the tegu lizard. These are large, intelligent lizards, with some species reaching over a meter in length. They are opportunistic omnivores with a powerful build, strong limbs, and sharp claws. Tegus are active daytime foragers, using their forked tongues to taste the air, searching for anything edible, from fruit and eggs to insects and small vertebrates. Their muscular bodies and armored-looking skin give them a distinctly prehistoric appearance. While generally wary of humans, a cornered tegu is a dangerous animal. It will not hesitate to defend itself with surprising aggression. It will often charge at a threat, hissing loudly and puffing up its body. If the threat persists, it will use its tail like a whip and can deliver an incredibly powerful and painful bite. Its jaws are strong enough to crush bone, and a bite can cause serious injury. The tegu is a powerful and resilient survivor, a fitting final testament to the diverse and potent forms of defense that life has evolved in the Amazon. We have journeyed through the shadows and shallows of the Amazon, coming face to face with 30 of its most formidable residents. From the silent, crushing embrace of the anaconda to the microscopic threat carried by a kissing bug, we have seen that danger here wears many faces. It is in the vibrant skin of a tiny frog, the explosive strike of a caiman, and the collective fury of an ant swarm. This forest is a complex tapestry of life and death, where every creature has a role to play and a weapon to wield in the eternal struggle for survival. The power and ingenuity on display are both humbling and terrifying. The Amazon is not a monster to be conquered, but a living, breathing entity that demands our deepest respect. These creatures are not evil, they are simply masters of their environment, honed by millennia of evolution to thrive in this beautiful yet unforgiving world. As we retreat from this emerald labyrinth, the sounds and sights of its inhabitants will linger in our minds, a testament to the wildness that still exists on our planet, a world of breathtaking beauty and ever-present peril. The survival of this precious realm and all the incredible life within it now rests in our hands. The rainforest keeps its secrets well, and what we have seen is only a glimpse of the dangers that lurk within. In the Amazon, danger is never far away. Which of these creatures would you dare to encounter? Let us know in the comments which creature surprised you the most, and remember to subscribe to Critter Chronicles for more journeys into the wild heart of our world. Until next time, stay curious and stay cautious.